The thing I love about big turns is that leap of faith moment when you move into the next turn and you hope that you got everything right. Because if you did, you get rewarded, and if you didn't, well, I generally boot out. So what I really struggle with in my big turns is an apprehension to stand on my right leg. That apprehension means that I actually try to preempt where my body and my travel is going to go. So I end up moving forwards and into the turn too much. So I end up way ahead of my feet. And so if I'm traveling in front of my foot, inevitably what happens is you lose control of the outside ski. And so I found that everything exciting about a big turn suddenly seems to disappear when that happens. I lose control of the direction, I lose control of the edge, I lose control of just the stability of it. So the way I'm trying to fix this is to relax my old outside leg. Ultimately, I want to divorce myself from that turn, so I'm just going to relax it and allow my feet to come up towards me, which then creates a really nice flat ski in between the two turns. And once I feel that moment happen, and my hips are slightly behind my feet, but I still have contact with the front of the boot, and then that's my cue to just let my body fall into the next turn. So that's the leap of faith moment that I was talking about. The faith that I feel like I've got it right, so I'm going to let my body fall. So when I get this right, I get the feeling that the mountain moves me across the hill, that the slope and the snow is pushing against me, rather than me trying to push into the ski and into the mountain. I always feel that I'm never going to win that battle, so I'd rather work with the mountain to get it to move me across the hill, rather than the other way around. So when I'm successful, that direction change I can feel happen earlier. I have more speed across the hill, I'm turning in a lower radius than my skis are, and it ends up feeling a lot more fluid. The whole thing feels a lot more relaxed because I'm allowing my upper body to move into the new arc naturally and organically, rather than me trying to move my upper body into the new turn. Because for me that was a detriment, and what that was doing was putting me ahead of my feet. So ultimately what I want to be able to do in my big turns is just to be as efficient as possible, is to not have any move in there that doesn't really belong. And so all moves that I do make in my big turns has some intent behind them. The mountain keeps you honest, and it'll tell you whether or not you're making the right moves. And so what I want to be able to do is to have a good relationship with the mountain, for it to tell me that I'm making the right moves because I'm getting the outcomes that I want.